We're the Irwins.
And in March 2019, Brett and I both lost our jobs and our home.
So we decided to go travelling in a fifth wheel with Gabriel and Gray and the cats.
This is the story of our adventures.
Welcome to the next instalment of our family travel vlog. In this episode, we finally make it to Estonia, which is country number 12 in our grand tour.
We get the truck fixed and I do my third Workaway.
Journey to Estonia, if you remember, was a little bit nerve-wracking. We found out in Latvia in our last episode that there was a problem with the lights.
Yeah, as we were leaving.
Yeah. So we had to drive straight that next morning.
We left at 8 o'clock this morning and it is now 5 o'clock. Full day driving. Well, not driving, but full day travelling.
I'm super excited.
I'm very excited.
What's the matter? Oh, tree. How are you feeling, Bean?
I'm feeling excited. I can't wait to see.
How long have you been in the car for?
10 hours. It's a long time.
It is.
Longest time we've ever been in the car.
I don't want to go down and then get stuck in that bush all for nothing and have to reverse. Do you want to phone him?
Yep.
Is this not him?
It still says
70 metres. Maybe you're meant to go down that track there.
well, there's one there and there's one there.
And there's one here.
I think this one is part of that one.
That's not the neighbours.
Oh no, he's not answering. Shit.
Yeah, stop. We've met Victor, he's lovely. He's shown us all around, told us about the history of the place.
So we are on our third Workaway here in Estonia and Victor is our host. Thanks very much for having us. Can you tell us a bit about the buildings that you've got here, that you've bought?
Okay, this piece of property, this is Pikaveski talu. Talu means like a farm in Estonian, so this house, I think its history goes back to the beginning. It has been here ever since bookkeeping has been in Estonia, I think. First of all, there is a river, and next to the river there was a mill, so they used to make flour here. And this what is behind us is the grain dryer, where they dried the grain.
Yeah, you can see inside, it's still got all the old mechanics inside.
So this building has been here since 1908. You can see this on the wall as well, so there's a engraving.
I didn't even notice.
This building here, it was still functional in the 80s. I think first of all it was just a storage room where they kept the grain, but now it's a sauna for us.
Everyone's going to have a sauna, right?
Yes, sauna is mandatory here, because otherwise you cannot invite people here if you cannot offer sauna as a...
Is that
as
why
a service.
everybody has a sauna at their house, right?
I think so, it's more like a social place nowadays. In the 20s, one industrialist, Joachim Buch, bought it to his summer hunting premises.
Oh.
So it was main house was for living there, which is now destroyed. Our owner was industrialist, he was a member of Olympic Committee and quite well-known guy at that time. So a lot of the factories that you see in the Tallinn were also owned by the same
guy. Wow.
Same guy, yes.
Wealthy guy. What happened to him? Is he still around?
I think one of her daughters maybe is living. I don't know. She is now above 90, but she was executed. Yes.
Oh wow.
By communists. Yeah.
Oh, because he was wealthy.
This was a glass. He was from glass which need to be destroyed.
Then you're building a little summer house as well?
Yes, this is where you have done a lot of work there this summer. This is summer kitchen. This is because of the rainy season. The northern Latvia and southern Estonia were part of the same, let's say, same state, Livonian state. They have very similar architecture. Is also quite similar.
And how long ago was that state broken up into the two countries?
They have let's say they have been last 100 years different countries. Let's say before that there were a Duchy of Livonia or part of the Swedish kingdom or part of the Russian Empire. So they have been together all the time, southern Estonia and northern Latvia. So this is why we are genetically also very similar to Latvians. Even though culturally the language is so different, I don't understand any Latvian. It doesn't make sense.
Why is the language so different? Where does it come? What are the
the
origins?
languages are, I think Latvian language, I don't know exactly where it comes from, but I think it's some kind of Baltic language group. But Estonian language is part of the Finnish Hungarian language, which is spoken in. We have different languages, but they are similar with Finland, Estonia, and also Hungarian languages, similar structure. And we don't have gender. Yeah, we only have.
So you have no he or she?
No, we don't have. Yes, we have only one.
So how do you, when you're talking about, say, Gabriel?
Like he is playing, you'd say it is playing?
No.
What would you say?
That I would say, let's say he and she is the same word.
Okay.
So it means I wouldn't say it. It is different. It's the thing is like for things and objects we use another word. But for people we use the same girl or boy. It doesn't different.
I think that's really cool.
Really, really friendly. And he doesn't actually live here, so we've just kind of been left to our own devices. He had to go. He lives in Tallinn. He's told us to park up, and we'll see him again tomorrow afternoon, where he'll give us some jobs to do to help him out. So I'm just gonna unpack and pull out the slide outs. I don't think Victor realised that our thing has slide outs.
No. Oh, everything fell down. We didn't stick anything on.
So we bought all this in Latvia. Yeah. And we put it in, we ripped everything out, put this in, and we didn't fix this on the top, so it came off in the travel.
We went to go get the truck fixed. The truck's issues, we thought it was just the connector between the trailer and the truck, but once we took it to Tallinn, there's an American auto company over there. It's called US Cars.
Yeah.
So we thought it was just the connection, but it looks like the person we bought the car from did the electrics with household wiring, so none of it was waterproof. So the guy from American Auto had to replace all the wiring from the back of the truck, both lights and all the wiring to the trailer.
Yeah, so.
The whole rewire cost about £550. Yeah.
Our third workaway place is in a little town called Pikva. It's about 50 km from Tallinn, so it takes us about 45-50 minutes to get into Tallinn when we want to go into the city centre. But the area around here is very countryside, it's covered in forests, bogs, beaches. We're about 20 minutes from the beach, so we had a day out on the beach. We had a lovely walk along the beach. Yeah, that's where we did our top 10 things, and we've spent the day yesterday going around the forest and the national parks. We came across a beautiful mansion. Our Workaway hosts have told us a few places to go. The wonderful thing about doing Workaway is that you get all the local knowledge and the insider knowledge that you wouldn't normally get from just if you were touristing or in a city and you've got like a brochure. You get what people who live here, where they go, the beautiful sights, the things to see, the things you can't miss. We went to, Christina, our Workaway host, suggested that we go to this beautiful waterfall. So we had a day there, we had a look at the hydroelectric dams, that was lovely. We're here at a hydroelectric station.
And it's really cool.
It is very cool, it's really high.
And we met a German couple and they're right. Everything in Estonia is much smaller.
So that down there is all of the damaged pressure hitting against this power pole that comes out where it makes electricity.
Just things that, hidden gems that you wouldn't really know about and see. But what Estonia has struck us by is its sheer beauty. It is the most beautiful country I think that we've been to so far.
Yeah, the forests are absolutely stunning. This place is wild and natural.
The forest floor has really surprised me. It's like it's very mossy.
Oh, there's lots of lichen all over the place, growing on everything because it's misty in the morning and at night. So the lichen gets its water from that and it grows on everything and destroys all the wood. That's the reason why most of the forests here are pine forests, because of the lichen suck in all the nutrients and water out of the ground.
Boulders covered in moss and lichen. It's just another world and it's so beautiful. And with the autumn colours, we've picked the perfect time, I think, to come to Estonia. The trees are all turning. It's got golds and oranges and reds, and it's just beautiful. And everywhere we look, there are forests.
The government has said 50% of all land must remain forest.
It looks like I'm most definitely going to get some poo on me, or at least some poo water. Oh, can you
Yes, tell me.
go in there and just turn the gas off, just in case something goes wrong?
How do I turn the gas off?
Just turn the bottle off. So, can you go flush the toilet and let's see where this water comes from?
Gabriel, can you flush the toilet? Please.
Yeah, lots is coming out on the flush. And it's coming down fast. So, toilet's above us, all the way down to where it actually meets the tank. There's no leak. I can't see a leak, so there's a problem with the tank, that's for sure.
American Fifth Wheel.
Hi, this is Brett. I bought a KZ a while ago. You guys helped me with the lights.
Alright, yes.
Hey, how's it going?
Alright, thanks. See you.
Yeah, well, you know, I've had better days. So it ended up being the car that was the problem with the lights. I got it fixed.
Right.
I just got a quick question. Before, when I plugged it in and I pushed the brakes, there was no sound coming from the tires.
Yep.
But now,
By squeezing the brake controller.
yeah. So when I push my brake, when I push the brake in the car, it sounds like it's doing something at the tires now. Is it supposed to, or is that because they've wired it wrong? No.
No, there's supposed to be a humming sound coming from the brakes when you put the brakes on.
Oh, is it? Okay, great.
Does that mean that our brakes have never worked until now?
Well, I've never noticed before until now.
It's never made a sound.
Okay, so fine, that problem's been solved. Next problem is I've got a leak in the front blackwater tank.
Yep.
So when I flush, the water comes out underneath. I've taken off the bottom black panel, you know, the
Yep.
so there's no leak from the toilet all the way to where it enters the tank. I've checked, there's no leak. Is there like an overflow?
There's not on the black tanks, no, but there is a breather pipe.
A breather pipe. So
Yeah, that goes right up through the ceiling and out through the roof.
okay. So could it be
tank's
too full?
If it's over full, yes, that can happen.
Okay, fine. Okay, so if I empty it, because yeah, alright. Just wanted to know whether that can happen or not, because it is quite full, I think. But
when you overfill them, it is highly likely that they do spill out.
oh, is it? Okay,
Yes.
fine. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't actually a hole or something, because the seals seem fine.
Yeah, it would probably push past a grommet, a rubber grommet to be fair, if it's overfilled.
Okay. That's pretty good news, I think. I'll empty it and see if I flush, and then the same thing happens.
Yeah, that'll be the thing to do.
Okay, amazing. Thank you. It was full fast. So we flushed again once we've emptied, and it doesn't look like there's a leak anymore. So make sure you keep your tanks empty, otherwise you have this problem.